In Acts 9 verse 1 to 31, Saul, a man who hunted down and killed Christians, was saved and received by Jesus Christ, and then used mightily for the rest of his life, to the point he became Paul, one of the most prominent men of God in the whole of the Holy Bible. So what does the life of Saul/Paul say to us? It says no matter who you are or whatever you have done, if you allow God into your life and then let God work in your life, God can use you positively, above and beyond any human expectation.
This is a verse I'd like to share today. Psalms 55 verse 22. Give your burdens to the Lord and He will take care of you. He will not permit the godly to slip and fall. And what this verse means is that the Lord wants us to bring our burdens to Him, because in doing so we'll be able to be free and be able to worship Him properly, because He doesn't want us to worship Him half-heartedly, like we're praying and we're worrying about where we're going to live, or how much money or whatever we need. So we should just give our burdens to Him, and then we'll be free and be able to just tap into His grace.
Today I'm going to read from James chapter 1 verse 19 to 27. My dear brothers, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. For man's anger does not bring about the righteous life that God desires. Therefore get rid of all moral filth and evil that is so prevalent and humbly accepted. Do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says. Anyone who listens to the word but does not do what it says is like a man who looks at his face in the mirror and after looking at himself goes away and immediately forgets what he looks like. But the man who looks intently into the perfect law that gives freedom and continues to do this, not forgetting what he has heard, but doing it, he will be blessed in what he does. If anyone considers himself religious and yet does not keep a tight rein on his tongue, he deceives himself and his religion is worthless. Religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this: to look after orphans and widows in their distress and to keep oneself from being polluted by the world. Basically, I think this verse is saying that when God tells us to do something, we should always remember it and not just hear it and then forget it and just do what we want. So it's kind of saying that we need to remember what He says, because it's very important, because God wouldn't tell us something that's not important. And also, it's telling us that obviously anger stops us from hearing God's voice, because you'd notice when you're like very angry sometimes and you try and like talk to God, sometimes you don't hear Him clearly because obviously your anger is clouding.